I traveled around New Zealand by motorbike recently. There's a town called Dunedin on the South Island, and its youth hostel is famous for being haunted. The building used to be a hospital 50 years ago. It was a stately stone structure. Thinking it would make for an interesting story, I decided to stay there. The room was an 8-person room around 20 tetemi mats in size. So I went to check out the morgue-turned-TV room. It was in the basement, the former morgue. First off, to get to the TV room, you have to go down an enclosed hallway sealed off by doors on both sides. Before even reaching the morgue-turned-TV room, it already had an eerie atmosphere. From there, I descended step by step down a dark staircase to the morgue itself. The door had TV room written on it. I hesitated briefly, wondering if I should really open this door. But considering why I was staying here, I had no choice but to open it. With determination, I turned the knob. Inside was dimly lit. The only light came from a small window near the ceiling. The lights weren't on. It wasn't very big. Maybe 10 tetemi mats? 3 sofas were arranged in rows. A blonde girl was sitting on the front sofa. She was reading a book in this darkness. Takes guts. I was pretty freaked out. To get to the sofa behind her, I had to walk past the girl. That's when I noticed it. On the sofa where she was sitting, under her butt, there was a wet stain. I froze. She had to be a ghost, but she didn't react at all. She didn't wrap me in her hair or anything. After a long 10 meters, she left the room. Was I saved? Looking at the sofa where she'd been, there was a stain for sure. But it looked quite old. She seemed to be alive after all. 2 days had passed in the haunted house, and on the 3rd day, while she or so guests had been in my 8-person room the previous nights, today, I was alone in this spaciously empty room. I felt I had entered the ghost trap. If it was going to appear, it would be tonight. I got in bed, but had trouble falling asleep. But without realizing it, I must have dozed off. However, I was not granted the blessing of sleeping soundly until morning. Around San Ocean, I awoke to the sound of piano music. Someone was playing the piano this late at night. What's more, it sounded terribly unskilled. From the choppy one-handed style, it seemed a child was playing. The lack of skill made it even more terrifying. It was like a sick child playing, asking me to hear her final performance. I had no courage to go check. To reach the piano room, I'd have to pass through the sealed corridor leading to the morgue, hoping nothing worse than the piano would occur. I listened for around 30 meters. Before I knew it, it was morning. In the morning, I asked the woman at the front desk. I heard piano music last night. She casually dismissed it, saying, "That happens all the time. Don't worry about it."